It's like MRM. If MRM was to sit there, MRM presents itself a certain type of way. Does MRM do characters? Yes. Does MRM have different facets of his personality? Absolutely. But MRM says, yo, I am this, and this. And at the end of the day, that's who MRM is.
It sounds
Even
to me
though he's on YouTube and a content creator.
So here's the thing. You getting yourself twisted up in a pretzel. And I'm gonna tell you why. Because I'm not changing the complexion of the conversation. Everything I said is relevant to the conversation. And it's real cute how you always try to do that in order to make yourself right. You're wrong. And I'm going to tell you why you're wrong.
I'm always wrong. I'm always wrong. Let you tell it, Anchorman. I ain't never right.
You finished deflecting?
Yeah, I'm finished with that dumb shit.
You finished deflecting? Because I also know why you do that. Because you know I have attention deficit disorder, and you do that to throw me off my point.
Wow, really?
Yeah, really. Yeah, really. Yeah, really.
Oh shit.
Yeah, really. The funny thing about it is, if I held you to the same standard that you're holding Anton to, then that means you shouldn't be interrupting me because you don't like it when people interrupt you. You shouldn't be talking over me because you don't like it when people talk over you. But even more importantly, you shouldn't be saying the F-bomb on my channel because you don't want people saying it on your channel. Now go ahead and tell me I'm wrong about that too. Y'all niggas is sitting here making excuses to talk about this man. That's all you're doing. It ain't no deeper than that.
Yeah, no, I'm not. Fuck that nigga. I don't need no excuse to talk about that ass nigga. That's what I'm saying. That's
it ain't no deeper.
I don't need no excuse to talk about that whole ass nigga.
It ain't no deeper than that. When I said Anton is an entertainer, he may not be an actor, but he is on a platform that many people come to for entertainment. And what I'm trying to wrap my mind around is how is he presenting himself as what you claim he's presenting himself as if he's saying out of his mouth that he got 5 hoes?
Yo, are you... Boy, I know.
So what you're telling me is that people are so stupid. What you're telling me is that people are so stupid that if I was to stand here and present myself or say that I'm this, and then I turn around and say something that totally contradicts that, people aren't smart enough to know, okay, that's what it is. It's not what he presented.
Yo, again, it's not
so
about
how would he be an influence?
Hold on, I'm telling you, I'm gonna answer your question. It's not about me personally, because personally, I don't care and I know better, right? So this has no bearing on me. I'm talking about the children. I'm talking about the youngins. I'm talking about the 20-something years old, the impressionable people that are watching that don't know that this is God doggone WWE and WWF, that feel like he is being, that feel like he is trying to be sincere and feel like he is being a good example. That's what I'm speaking about. It don't have nothing to do with us. We know what we're gonna do.
You talking about the children. You talking about the children like you about to break into We Are the World. How many kids is watching Anton?
Yo, I'm again 20-something-year-old is kids to me. I don't know.
That's not
I don't know about you.
That's a fully grown adult.
Well, I got 20-something years old, so those are kids to me. And I specify. Okay, cool. I specified 20-something-year-olds. I specified that.
Okay, so we've established it's not children.
I specified that.
It's somebody that is grown enough to have enough discernment to know what they should be looking at, what they should be following, what they should be following.
That's not true. No, it's not. If that was true, then your frontal lobe would be developed by then. But we know that your frontal lobe doesn't get developed until you're like 25, 26, which means that you're not fully into your maturity or fully into your adulthood until you're about 25, 26.
That does not. Your frontal lobe being fully developed by the time you're 25 has nothing to do with you as a 20-year-old having discernment. You can still have discernment at 20 years old, even though your frontal lobe isn't fully developed. What are we talking about?
By discernment, he just means right from wrong, knowing right from wrong.
But it's a different level. Okay, we understand right from wrong, but it's a different level of influence. That's why they call them influencers.
At the end, look, at the end of the day, if a 20-year-old is coming to YouTube and they're looking to anybody on YouTube to be the standard of every single thing they do, and they're mimicking that person on YouTube, there was already an issue there.
Facts.
It was already
totally moving.
So,
okay, cool.
I'm not moving. How am I moving the goalposts?
Because that's the black community, right? Because you already said there's already issues within the black community. So if someone that has risen from the ashes of the so-called black community is no better, is basically a charlatan and leading his people astray, and is no better than the people that he claims to be representing, and you're mad at us for calling that out?
Izzy, that's not just attributed.
You're mad at us for calling that out?
Izzy, that's not just
a
attributed.
Charlatan.
That's not just attributed to the black community. You do understand. You do understand that there's a multitude of social groups that a lot of people come to the internet for because they're looking for some type of influence to make the moves that they make. You have incels, red pill, feminism, sisterhood, all this, that, and the other. A lot of people come to the internet searching for a reason to justify the moves that they're thinking about making. So when you can't say that this is just a black community thing, but when you specifically talking about Anton, and already my wife paid the $5 for my F-bomb that I'm about to use, I'm gonna just tell y'all what the real fucking problem is. If y'all have so much problem with what Anton is doing, how come y'all just don't do better? Instead of critiquing the man, just do better. Produce a better product. What's holding you back?
No, nothing's holding me back.
Okay, so then what's the problem then?
Again, I'm successful in my own right. It don't matter. But what matters is what matters is that Anton has a certain level of influence, and he has a megaphone, and that at the end of the day, I have a right to talk about whatever the hell I want.
So instead of doing better than Anton, you gonna call out his megaphone?
Listen, I'm running my race. I'm doing my thing, and if I want to, I'm gonna call out anything and everything that I don't think is right, because that's why I came to YouTube.
So let me challenge you then. So
at the end of the day, it's my right. It's America. God bless America. It's freedom of speech. I can say whatever the hell I want to say.
Well, then let me challenge you then. If you challenging or calling out Anton's standard, and you're living your life, and what you producing is way different from his, and you want to prove he is wrong, how come you wasting all your time being worried about him? It seems to me, not saying I'm only using you because we in this conversation, but it seems to me like a lot of people that's too focused on Anton, they got more than enough time in the world and in a day to produce better products than what they do because they too focused on Anton.
Yo, but that's not okay. But again, that's a moot point and a bad argument. Hold on. It's a moot point and a bad argument against me because I'm running my race and living my life. I don't eat, breathe, sleep, drink Anton. I've done a couple of streams about Anton when I felt like it. When I felt like what he was doing was right, I did a stream about it. When I felt like what he was doing was wrong, I did a stream about it. The same way with anybody else. It ain't that deep and it ain't that serious for me. If I want to talk about it, I will talk about it though.
So if Anton is a non-factor, then your growth, why do you need to talk about him?
Yo, I don't.
Those are silly questions. So
stop. Freeze on. Hold on, freeze on. Don't jump in that. Don't say it's a silly question because there's a point behind it. The point is this.
No point.
Yes, it is. How you gonna tell me? How you gonna tell me I don't have a point? You know what my point is? You know what my point is?
You don't have.
You know what my point is? No, I do have a point. My point is this. My point is this.
You're a grown man on my channel trying to tell me about what content to do and not do.
That's not what I'm doing. That's completely That's completely not what I'm doing. That's completely not what I'm doing. No, that's completely not what I'm doing. What I'm saying is this.
You're trying to police.
I'm not trying to tell. I'm trying to police. Y'all trying to police every aspect of this nigga's life.
Are you Anton's daddy? Are you Anton's son?
No, but I'm calling out the shit that I see. I'm calling out the shit that I see. This is your channel. You can do whatever you want.
Right. So
congratulations. So my thing is this though. So if you're calling out his standard, where's your standard?
Why are you talking to me about it?
Hold on for a second. But you ain't Anton's daddy either.
Right, you ain't Anton's daddy either.
And I'm
You
not
ain't his
trying
daddy
to be
either.
You trying to hold him accountable though.
And I'm not holding him accountable to
you
shit.
Trying?
No,
you
I'm
trying?
not.
You saying I'm trying to call out? You saying I'm trying to call out the hypocrisy within his so-called standard? You trying to be better than them? You trying to be bigger than them? You trying to prove that your lifestyle and your standard is better than his?
You're lying.
I'm not lying. That's literally what y'all doing.
It can't just be content, though.
Test.
It's freaking commentary. Hold on. No, it's commentary. Hold on for a second. It's freaking commentary. But I'm going to show you something. Let's just get to the brass taps of this shit. Because I'm tired of y'all niggas and what y'all ain't even talking about shit for real. So let's get to the brass taps of this shit. Like, I'm not talking to you.
Y'all niggas
I'm not talking to you trying to jump in. I'm not, no. I'm going to mute you. I'm not talking to you. And I'm trying to show a point. I'm trying to show a point.
That's okay.
Let's get to it. Let's get to it.
That's okay. I'll get my say. I'm gonna do a whole show on this bullshit.
Okay, so what?
Who cares? Do a whole show on this bullshit.
Do 2 shows about it.
No, don't say who cares. Don't say who cares when you be crying about it. Don't say who cares when you be crying about it the next day.
Do 30 shows about it. I'm gonna do shows about it too, and you're gonna cry.
No, don't say that. Don't say that. You be crying about it the next day.
Who cares?
You care.
Okay, we'll see.
Care.
We'll see. Do your best. Do your best, because I'm gonna do mine. Do your best. Do your best, because I'm gonna do mine. So you will see who be crying. Do your best, my nigga, because I'm gonna do mine. Do your best. Do your best. And my best is phenomenal. My best is phenomenal. Hey, you ain't the only one. My best is phenomenal too. I ain't got in my bag yet, but I can and I will. I will.
So now you gonna hate harder. So now you gonna hate harder.
Shut the fuck up, Sal. Stop jumping this shit. Stop jumping this shit. I'm talking to this nigga.
Don't be on my side, Sal.
Don't be on my side, Sal. You ain't gonna jump me on my show. I'm talking to you. I'm talking to you.
Don't be on my side, Sal.
I don't give a fuck if you do 20 shows. Do 100 shows, nigga. But best believe I'm gonna put you in a thumbnail. Best believe I'm gonna put yo.
You got a bunch of niggas on this panel on your side.
Sounds good. And nobody's talking.
You got a bunch of niggas on this panel on your side.
Hey, yo, best believe.
You got a bunch of niggas on this panel on your side.
Nobody's talking except for Sal.
Nobody else is talking on this panel.
Sounds good. Man, yo, listen. Do 100,000 videos. I'm putting you on the thumbnail. I'm adding you, and you could cry about it. You could do whatever you want to do, but best believe I'm clapping back. You could do 1,000 videos, but I'm clapping back. I'm coming full clips, blazing. So do what you do, because I'm going to do what I can do too. Do it. I don't care. Do it again. You're the one that's going to cry about it, not me. Do it again.
Crying right
do
now.
it again. All right, cool.
You crying right now.
Yeah, you right.
Crying right now.
Yeah, you right.
You crying
what
right
in
now.
The East Flatbush
right.
is going on here,
Wait a
man?
minute. Wait.
You right.
Wait. So,
you right.
Let me get this right. So when Terrence spoke up, it wasn't a problem. But when I speak up, it's a problem?
Yeah, no.
So I
ain't been speaking up. I ain't been saying nothing, but I've been waiting for my chance to get in, my nigga. Don't put me in it.
You spoke up when I made my point and Freeze on. When Freeze on said that's a silly question. You didn't drop him.
Why would you put my name in?
What the hell you drop Luke on?
Nobody that's
what type of shit you on, though, fam? I ain't been saying shit.
So you only drop people that agree with you?
No.
That's bullshit.
That's bullshit. Bro, why would you use me?
So you only drop people. You only drop people that disagree with you, right?
No. When I'm trying to talk to one person at a time, and when I'm talking to angry man, then you start jumping in on me. So it don't got nothing to do with
Freeze on jumped in.
You've been sitting
and
here.
when I'm talking to you,
look at this shit right here. I can only talk to one of y'all.
Bro, Freeze on jumped in when I was. Hold on, Freeze on jumped in when I was talking to you though.
Hey yo, I'm gonna tell y'all one time.
I'm
gonna tell you. No, I'm muting you. I'm gonna tell you one time and one time only. I'm not playing no more. Yo, Anger Man, cool. I'm gonna tell you in one time. Cool. Well, I'm gonna tell you. So I guess I gotta drop you to tell you. I'm gonna tell you one time and one time only, my G. If you want to do it, Okay, cool. Do 1,000 streams about me.
No.
Okay, cool. Do 1,000 streams about me. It's cool. I don't have no problem with that. But
No,
understand.
See,
hold on. No. I'm talking.
That's the problem.
Stop, I'm talking.
That's
Stop
the problem. That's the problem. I didn't say I was doing a stream about you. I said I'm doing a stream about this. You don't listen.
Cool.
You don't listen. You take
I don't have no problem.
personal.
Why would I have a problem with you doing the stream about this? Come on. Why would I have it? Go ahead. Tell me. Tell us why would I have a problem with you doing the stream about this? Why would I have a problem? Yo, you a liar. You said don't get mad. You lying.
Listen to what I'm saying?
That's not what he said, is.
Yo, no, he
I've been out of it. That's not what he said.
Yo, I could play it back. He said, I'm gonna do a stream. He said, hold on real quick. After I'm finished talking.
No,
after I'm finished talking.
What I'm saying. I said it. Man. I said it. You were not.
Play it back, is. He said what he's telling you. He said.
Hold on.
You were not letting me get my opinion off. You were just now trying to silence me, which you yourself said you hate when people do to you. And so I said, that's all right. I'm going to do a whole show about this. I didn't say I was going to do a whole show about you.
And I didn't say that. And what I said was, so now let me talk, because I didn't say you did. What I'm saying is that you said that don't get mad about when you do a show. And what I'm asking you is, why would I get mad about you doing a show about this? Why would I be mad about that?
Because you always do.
You lying. Why would I be mad about you doing a show about this?
You always do.
Okay, no, I don't. No. Yo, fair.
Every time I'm over here, and we have a disagreement, I do a show about the disagreement. And you take it personal like I'm doing the show, like I'm doing a hit piece on you.
Yo, what are you talking about? At the end of the day, if you talk shit about me, I'm gonna talk shit about you, point blank period. So do what the hell you want to do.
What he just said?
I just said, I don't know. Don't ask me shit. Let me finish. Don't ask me shit. Let me finish. Yo, Sal, yo,
I didn't say shit. I didn't say shit.
No, I'm talking to, I apologize. I'm talking to you, angry man. At the end of the day, what I'm saying to you is you can do a show about this, and that's fine. But when you throw shots at me and when you start trying to spin narratives, I'm going to throw shots back. I'm just letting you know.
Here's the problem.
I'm just letting you know.
When I'm addressing our disagreement,
and
I say, Izzy said this, and Izzy don't know what he's talking about, or Izzy was tripping. That's not me throwing a shot at you, bro. That's me talking about the topic. Okay?
Yeah.
That's cool. What that is.
Okay,
but the way you're taking it, what you just said, if you talk shit about me, I'm gonna talk shit about you. That's a whole different conversation.
Okay. So if that's the case, because I'm gonna calm down, because I didn't realize that Modern Renaissance Man. Shout out to you. I didn't know that you were simulcasted. My bad, Modern Renaissance Man. So Modern Renaissance Man is simulcasted. You know he has a different crowd. But
good?
Hold on, real quick. Let me switch it up a little bit, because I can do that, right? Let me say this to you, angry man. When you, if that was the case, when I tell you that you're wrong about something, then you shouldn't get so upset and so animated and adamant about me saying that, hey, angry man, you're wrong about this particular issue. If it's just a matter of when you tell me that I don't know what I'm talking about, it's in the context of conversation, then it should be no problem when I tell you you don't know what you're talking about in the context of conversation. It shouldn't be no issue, but it always is a very big issue, angry man.
Really? First of all, I'm an animated person. You should know this by now. I'm a person who expresses himself in an extreme way. When have we ever had a disagreement, and then after you said, you don't know what you're talking about, angry man, I turned around and said, you're an asshole?
Well, you don't exactly use those words, but you get very, very upset and very, very hyperbolic about the fact that I would have the nerve on the audacity to try to infer that you don't know what you're speaking of. And so therefore, after that, when I, in fact, say, hey, look, Angry Man, why are you saying that I don't know what I'm talking about? And it's supposed to be okay. It's supposed to be all right. See, you have a right. You don't like anybody to police or curtail the way that you communicate, but you have a bad habit of trying to curtail the way everybody else communicates around you.
Because I give back what everybody gives to me. Even though I don't like people policing what I say, you still do. You still do. Just because I don't like something doesn't mean it doesn't still go on. I give the energy that is given to me. So when we're having, but see, here's the thing, and I don't know where the disconnect is. I don't know why when we have a disagreement about a topic, about a discussion, and then I feel like I'm unheard and I say, okay, you know what? I'm going to do a show about this. The show is going to be about what we disagreed on. For some reason, you think that translates into I'm going to do a hit piece on Izzy Bands and call him a bunch of names, because I don't think I've ever done that.
Well, okay, and I could see how you could feel that way, but history has said that that's not quite accurate, right? You have absolutely, yes, you have absolutely done that on multiple occasions.
I called you.
No, listen, you absolutely have done that on multiple occasions. Some of the names, let me tell you, some of the names include White Knight. Some of the names include Emmer Effer. Some of the names include.
I've never said that.
Yes, you have. AM, please don't do that. AM, I've been Angry Man. Angry Man, I would not make up anything on you. I could tell you the situation, and you did say that. So what I'm telling you is there's been multiple occasions where you went back to your stream and you have called me names. There's been multiple times where you've went back to your same stream and you have said derogatory things about me. So at the end of the day, hold on real quick. Listen, because I don't want to play the semantical game. Let me just say
it ain't semantics.
I could tell you, give me a moment. Let me just land my plane and I will tell you. So the point that I'm making is that I have zero problem with you talking about whatever you want to talk about, including this. I have absolutely no trouble with it. The issue that I have is that if I see that you're throwing shots, if I see that you're using underhanded tactics, if I see that you're saying things about me that are derogatory that I don't like, then I am going to do the same thing. I am going to reciprocate the same energy. And when I do reciprocate that energy, okay, yeah, I'm crazy because you're gonna gaslight me. Right, cool. Oh, hold on, real quick. We're in civilized conversation. Give me a second. I promise you, I'm gonna land my plane. We're in civilized conversation because we have guests. Give me a moment.
Running out of gas.
I am not. I could do this. I could do this all day and twice on Sunday. Please stop. Please stop interrupting me. Please stop interjecting. Allow me to complete my thought, because although I don't have ADHD, I am 50 years old, even though I don't look it. I know I look tremendous for 50. So give me a moment. So, like I was saying before I was rudely interrupted.
Yo, this is an eternity for me. Please finish your point.
I will if you please calm down, sir. Please calm down. So at the end of the day, if you do not throw any shots, it's not in my mind. I know when you're throwing shots or not. We've been friends for almost 30 years. If you don't throw any shots, if you don't disrespect me, then it's fine. You could comment on whatever you want. You could review whatever you like. It's fine with me. No problem.
First of all, I never went on my show and called you names. You're lying. That's
okay.
Let's bet
$1,000 right now.
When I called you a white knight, I said it to your face. I didn't go run into my channel and call you a white knight. I said, bro, you white knighting, which is no different than saying, bro, you on some bullshit, or bro, you tripping, or bro, why you doing that? You bugging. It's no different. I've never said on my show and called, look, everybody that has ever watched me, that has watched me since I've been on YouTube, they know when I'm doing a hit piece on somebody. They know when I don't like somebody. I'm going to say some wild shit. I'm talking about the topic. the specific topic, and you saying, well, if I feel like you disrespected me, bro, disrespecting you is disagreeing with you.
That's not true. It's inaccurate. That's highly inaccurate, sir. Shout out to Luxury Buglers. Shout out to Gen X. We got that black don't crack thing going on. Yes, we do. Yes, we do. Shout out to that. Black don't crack, but sometimes it does mildew. Once in a while, occasionally it does mildew. Let me allow our good friend, and I apologize that you had to be aware to, and privy to such degenerate behavior, MRM. I do sincerely apologize. And to your constituents, please forgive us. We did not know that we were in mixed company. Shout out to your constituents.
What's the business, MRM? I ain't seen you in coon years, brother.
Well, I get to take that as a shot.
What's that? No, that's not a shot.
So I got some shit that I want to address before you get.
That's absolutely not a shot.
I got some shit that I want to address before we get.
Can we use our non-colloquial phraseology, please?
2 F-bombs have already been paid for.
No, they have not.
No, they have. Check your super chat. So
okay, no, wait, hold
on. No, I'm not. I hate to be honest, but Izzy really pissing me off, and I'm gonna tell you why, right? And I feel like since you don't have no problem pulling up to people and addressing them, then you shouldn't have no problem me pulling up to you and addressing you, right? Why the fuck is it anytime there's a goddamn discussion, and it seems like I'm disagreeing with you, and Angry Man is here, why the fuck you always single me out?
So you've met your F-bomb quota, so I don't just single you out, and I'm sorry that you feel that way. If you notice, I called Beachy out. I've also called my man How to Man out. I've also called Free Zone Lou out. And so I apologize that you feel like I single you out, because I assure you it's not. What it is it's trying to get order. Your microphone is loud. You are very loud and boisterous at times, and you are very overbearing at times. And so it's Angry Man coming at me. It's you coming at me at the same time.
But how was my name used, though, man?
Taz, hold on real quick, Taz. I got you. Give me a second. See, come on, Taz.
I'm just saying, like that's.
I got you, Taz. I got you, brother. Please, brother. See, this is what I'm saying. I'm trying to get Taz. Give me a second. You see what I'm saying? So it's not, my brother Sel, that I'm coming at you specifically or individually. Is that I'm trying to keep order on the panel, and really with me, it's hard for me to have conversation with two heavy personalities at the same time. It feels like I'm being jumped, and then I get in a fight or flight situation and I'm ready to pop off. That's what it feels like. So it's not intentional. It's not to you personally. And I do want to pass Taz, because Taz has a grievance. He feels like he's being put in it, and I would like for him to be able to address his grievance as well. Go ahead, Taz.
When Sales said that, I think he was talking about Free Zone. I only interjected one time, and I thought it was just a blank space. I ain't talked over nobody.
I misspoke.
I ain't got in the middle of nothing. Hey, okay,
yeah,
no doubt.
No doubt. But no,
I wasn't trying to cut you off. My bad, bro. My bad, Sal. I wasn't trying to cut you off.
You're good, but that's not my point. Is this? It's been a multitude of times where anytime I'm having a disagreement with you, and it just so happens that Angry Man is here, and me and him is agreeing on the topic, you single me the fuck out. Excuse my language. I see you at the 5. I see you at the 5. I got you.
Please stop with the F-bombs, though. Please
I got you. But my thing is this: even in this particular instance, when Free Zone jumped in to cut me off, you didn't tell him shut the F up and drop him. You let him go. And he was disagreeing with me and agreeing with you. But because I was agreeing with Angry Man, not only did you tell me shut the F up, you told me, you dropped me. I'm sick of that shit, Izzy. Like, for real. Because the thing is, if I can't disagree with you just because you're friends with him, I just won't disagree with you. But my thing is this, though. How can you sit here and say that you want to have a fair conversation and you only want people that agree with you? Because it's really irritating. It's really irritating how he's the one that comes to disagree with you, and it just so happened if I'm disagreeing with you, you be like, "Nah, you D-riding or all this, that, and the other." Then on top of that, yo,
wait, hold on. No, hold on. Man, that's too much. Hold on, I'm telling you, that's too much for me to take in. Pause. Give me a second. That's you piling on me. And this is what I'm saying. And you don't realize this about yourself. Obviously, you don't know this about yourself, right? You are a very overbearing presence. I don't know.
Overbearing?
Yes, let me tell you. I'm answering your question. Allow me to be honest with you. Yes, you are an extremely overbearing presence, right? When you are passionate about something, when you are feeling very, very you know what I'm saying, ecstatic about something, you exude a lot of energy, right? And Angry Man already exudes a lot of energy too. So again, let me reiterate, it is not personal to you. What you don't understand is I'm not used to Nigmas talking to me like that in groups without me going upside their mouth. So what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to navigate being in a conversation and trying to converse with you guys and not be in a battle with you guys. When it's you two jumping me, you're being overbearing on me and yelling at me, and he's yelling at me. It puts me in a fight or flight situation. I come from that, and hold on, I'm answering.
I got you. I'm not saying nothing.
I come from that, and the only way I know how to deal with that is with violence. So, if you could, for me, when Angry Man is going at me, if you agree with him, that's fine. I have no problem with it. Everybody would tell you, I don't mind people disagreeing with me. What I hate is when people jump me and cut me off the conversation. It's you, then it's him, there's you, and I'm sitting here. Hold on, real quick, real fast.
I'm listening.
I'm sitting here between two people trying to answer both of y'all, and then I feel overwhelmed.
But then when the shoe was on the opposite foot, and it's a group of y'all disagreeing with him, you don't stop nobody. You don't call nobody out. You don't, let me finish. You don't stop nobody. You don't call nobody out. You don't drop nobody. You don't tell nobody shut the F up. None of that. When they're agreeing with you, you let them rock. And prime example, when Cajun even disagreed with you, you went to the rails on him. So anytime anybody, I'm just saying this is from what I'm seeing. Anytime somebody disagrees with you concerning this man, you have a problem with it. But when everyone is in agreement with you, it's okay to rock out. Prime example, when I was making my statement and Freezone jumped in and said, man, that's a silly question, Will. You didn't tell him, hey, shut up, Will is talking. You didn't tell him shut up.
Okay, cool.
But when it's me, it's a problem. And me being overbearing, I get it. I can be loud at times. You're right. My apologies. But you know what I don't like? I don't like not being heard or understood and then try to be told who I am or what I am. Because truthfully, I love you, you my man. You don't know me, right? A lot of people try to draw up this whole entire distinction of what they think they know about Will. They don't. Just because I'm loud on the panel don't mean nothing. If I disagree with you, that don't give you justification to try to diagnose me or who you think I am.
Wow, that's rich coming from you when you have spent your entirety of this conversation trying to tell me what to talk about and what not to talk about, trying to diagnose me and tell me what to address and what not to address. So that's rich. I do find that right. Hold on, please don't cut me off. I do find that rather ironic, and I do find that hilarious. I'm being honest with you. You can't even imagine how much I'm laughing at myself right now. Like, nigga, please, right? But beside that, right? The whole thing is this: when Freezone Lou cut in slight with jest quickly. When you cut in, you are trying to get in the conversation and you are very overbearing, talking loud. And no, give me a second. Let me just land my plane. You said a lot. You are overbearing, you're loud, and you come in on top of me, pause, while Angry Man is sitting there at the same time. It's too much to digest, and that's why you get the visceral reaction from me that you get, because normally in person, we would be fighting. Because I don't let men talk to me like that. I don't let men address me in that way, that especially that don't know me. So Angry Man tried to tell y'all, I'm not the dude that really lets people encroach upon me in that manner. I'm built different. I am a very violent person. I am about that life. I'm about that action. God is trying to do something with me where I'm trying to change my life, and I am intelligent, so I do know how to communicate, and I do know how to operate in a way that is not necessarily that way. However, when y'all are jumping me in conversation, it takes me back to that place. And that is not a personal thing. And I apologize if I made you feel a certain type of way. It is just my visceral reaction to what is going on at that particular time. And it's been like that no matter, it's been like, give me one quick second. It's been like that no matter who has been in the mix. If they're trying to jump me in conversation, I react like that. Go ahead.
Okay,
excuse me. Let me say this real quick because I'm about to go, please, and thank you. At the end of the day, it's funny because that brings the whole conversation to a round robin, right? Because the same way that you're kind of feeling for people critiquing your opinion is potentially the same way that Anton is feeling. And I think that's the overarching point. We have to start operating to some measure or degree in empathy, the way we don't want somebody critiquing us, the way we don't want people questioning our motives, our characters, or what we think, and maybe we shouldn't be doing that to other people. But anyway, y'all have a good night, gentlemen. Take care.
Let me just say this before you go. I don't mind, and anybody will tell you in my chat that be over here all the time. I don't mind if people critique me. I don't mind if people have a difference of opinion with me. I mind the way that they talk to me. I don't care if you have a difference of opinion for me. I mind you disrespecting me. I mind you coming at me, yelling at me, or trying to boss up on me. And I don't have no older brothers that I grew up with. I'm the oldest. I don't have nobody that's ever bossed up to me. I don't have no OGs that don't walk me through life. Nah, I had to get everything on my own. So at the end of the day, it's not about people disagreeing. It's not about people critiquing me, because I can dish it and I can take it. Just don't try to boss up on me. Just don't try to tell me what to do. Just don't try to overbear on me like you got it like that, like you moving something. That's all I'm saying. You can have everybody got it.
But you don't think that you're disrespectful too at times to people? You don't think? Wait, hold on, angry man. Hold on, angry man. I got. You don't think that you are sometimes disrespectful and you try to boss up on people too? So that's another part of it, right? If you're cursing at people, if you're bossing up on people, if you're telling people to shut the F up, right? Then they're going to feel away too. And their visceral reaction is going to be what it's going to be. So are we really centering ourselves in the conversation, or are we just being reactive? And this whole situation is really a reactive situation. You're reacting to, you know what I'm saying, what you want to react to, everybody's reacting to what you're reacting to. And now we're having like fights and drama and friends that have been friends for 30 years arguing with each other about some YouTube talking point. Like at the end of the day, Anton doesn't mean anything to either one of you. No disrespect to Anton. Y'all friendship to each other really means something. And quite frankly, as someone that cares about the both of you, I'm really tired of seeing y'all fight like this because it's not necessary. Both of y'all are intelligent as hell. You know how to speak to each other. And y'all got to do better because y'all are leaders in this community. And also, Izzy, I do think that you have a little bit of problem with the friendship between Sel and Angry Man, but it's Sel and Angry Man's friendship, it's Sel and Angry Man's friendship. It don't got nothing to do with you and yours. And listen, this is just my observations from what I've seen. Right?
No, that's fair. So, no, give me 1 second, bro. That's fair. Let me just say this. You're right, and that's why I apologize to you, Sel, and that's why I'm trying to explain to you. I apologize to you because you're right, Sel, and you're right, Raw. That was my visceral reaction, feeling like I was being jumped. That was the violence coming out. And I do apologize for saying shut the F up to you, because I was wrong for that. So I can apologize to you. But I felt like I was being jumped, and I felt like I was being attacked. So I apologize to you sincerely for that, because I was wrong for that. However, I have absolutely no problem with Sel's friendship with Angry Man at all. What I do have a problem is if I feel like Sel is trying to throw poison the well or trying to size stuff up, I have an issue and problem with that. But I have no problem with their friendship. It doesn't do anything to me. Yo, Angry Man would tell you, we have siblings. My brother was best friends with his cousin coming up, and me and his cousin did not get along at all. I've never been a person that needed my friends to get along with other friends or needed my people to get along with. I just don't roll like that. It don't matter to me.
That's cool, but don't you think you'd be rizzing some things up too? Your whole show today was a riz. You was risen up on no captivity. Come on now.
No, but no, bro, respectfully, no captivity docs Kojak 303 the Great. Let me show you this real quick, bro. This is what Nick said. Yeah, okay. So that's not no riz up. That is what it is, and it could go wherever cats want to take it. I need to let off some steam. So that's a whole different situation at the end of the day. That's a whole different can of worms. That's nothing.
Okay, but I can understand that point, and I can concede that point, right? But on these panels, that's what people do.
No, I shoot. I don't fight. I shoot.
No, nobody.
Shit, man, I got some
nobody.
shit to get off my chest, man. I like shooting too, man. Let's link up and die about this shit, man.
Oh
Hey,
my
listen.
God.
So extra.
listen,
Anyway,
I'll bring
gentlemen.
one for you too if you need. What you
how
want?
to?
Revolvers, rifles? What we doing? Shotgun?
You could die about it by yourself. How
Good
to?
night,
bro?
gentlemen. Goodbye.
Take it
You
easy,
can die about
baby.
it by yourself.
Take it easy, baby.
Hey, you can die by yourself, bro. Angry Man's
I
trying to
thought we
get in
was
there.
meeting up and dying.
Nah, I don't want you to die, and I damn sure I'm not gonna die, so I don't want you to die.
I'll be honest. I damn sure took offense to it. I'm just cutting in because I see Angry Man trying to talk, but I damn sure took offense to it. And I'm the baby of my family, so anytime somebody try to like move on me like that, I'm definitely gonna feel some type of way about it. Especially because when it comes down to it, all I said was that's bullshit, and you dropped me. But my thing is this though.
That's not.
If we gonna have, if we can't have echo chambers if we're talking about a conversation, right? And I admit, hell yeah, I was in my feelings. Every time you treat me like this, it's just like, damn, bro, am I welcome here or not? Like that's what it. I'm just being honest with you. That's what it feel like sometimes.
I understand.
It feel like if anybody, I'll just speak for me. If I agree with Angry Man, I got to get off the panel. I'm gonna get shut down. So then it's just like, okay, cool. So if everybody can only agree with you here, then what the hell are we doing, man?
But that's not what it is. Can you hear me when I'm saying it's not about?
I hear you, but I was just telling you my feelings.
Okay, I got you, and I respect your feelings, right? It's not about what you're saying. It's not about you agreeing or disagreeing. It is the manner in which you are coming at me that I am taking extremely offensive, and I am taking as aggressive. I'm interpreting it as aggression, and it automatically is sending me there. I'm trained to go.
I got you.
That's all I'm trying to tell you. Amen. You got the floor, bro.
I don't even remember what the hell I was going to say. I don't even remember what I was going to say. But I know this concept of you getting jumped just because one person agrees with me, it's the most ridiculous shit I've ever heard in my life. And you want to talk about painting narratives? You're the one that's painting narratives. Every time I come over here, you want to talk about you feeling like you getting jumped? Every time I come over here, I always got to go against a bunch of people coming at me sideways, not only on the panel, but in the chat as well. And I don't be freaking losing it every single time. But I be wanting to lose it every time. Because one thing that bugs me out is one thing that annoys the shit out of me is this thing you do where you got to make everybody shut up so that you can do a whole soliloquy like we not all grown men.
You mean on my show?
You be talking to us like you be talking to us crazy. Crazy. Matter of fact, I'm not even going to speak for everybody else. You be talking to me crazy. And I don't know why, because, bro, it makes me no difference at the end of the day. I have never been the type of person, I don't care, win, lose, or draw. Ain't nobody just going to be sunning me whenever they freaking feel like it. Every time I come over here, you on some sunning shit. And when you come to my channel, I don't be sunning you. I don't be sunning nobody when they come to my channel. When y'all be talking, y'all be talking. I don't be like, shut up. Everybody got to shut up while I'm talking, which is really what you be doing. And then anytime somebody agree with me, it's a problem. Anytime. You can sit here and say that it ain't, but it is. Anytime somebody agrees with me, it is a problem. It's ridiculous. It is absolutely ridiculous. And then when I go off about the shit, oh, Angry Man wrong, Angry Man in his feelings. Now I got to watch all of them chumps in the chat room talk about how I'm in my damn feelings. But when you doing that shit, ain't nobody talking about you and your feelings in the chat room. And then when I bring it up and say, yo, man, this ain't right, this ain't fair. Why is this going on? Oh, now I gotta be the victim. Oh, angry man gotta be the victim. Angry man the victim. Because I'm pointing some shit out that ain't right. This shit ain't right. Any way you cut it, you want to have free reign to have your opinion, say what you want, do what you want, operate how you want. Cool. But you can't then turn around and be trying to regulate everybody else and tell us what we can and can't do and shit.
On my show? Are you sure about that?
You can have general rules for your show, and everybody should respect your rules, but you got to apply them rules to everybody, bro.
And I do, except for you, and you don't respect. See, it's ironic. Right? Hold on. When you was talking, I didn't cut you off not one time.
You're doing it again. You're doing it again. Doing it again, bro.
Yo, modern Renaissance man, can you please speak up? Yo, again, I didn't cut you off not once. So at the end of the day,
bro, just say what you gonna say. See, you didn't like that just now.
Yo, you are the king of check. Yo, you steady talking over me. You're the king of checking. Yo, man, so then when I drop you and then when I mute you, you think I did you something wrong. You're being mad disrespectful by keep talking over me. I'm asking you to no.
You're doing the same thing.
Yo, I did not. When you was talking, I was totally silent. I didn't say one word.
I'm not talking about that. I didn't say
one word. So I'm not asking what. Yo, fam, I'm not asking what you're talking about. I'm talking about what I'm talking about now.
Okay,
it's my turn. It's my turn. It's my turn. Yo, man, see, this is what I'm saying. Yo, no, man, no. Man, fuck you. No. What's wrong with you? What's wrong with you? No! You out your mind! You're out your mind! Stop disrespecting me! I don't care what you say. Do what you got to do. Stop disrespecting me, bro. You cannot come over here and regulate me and then try to make it seem like I'm doing something to you. I'm not doing nothing to you, but speaking my mind. That's it. When Sel and I had a conversation, I let him rock. He let me rock. I let him rock. He let me rock. When you was just talking, I was silent. I didn't say a word. Now it's my turn to talk. You want to keep talking over me and say I'm doing something to you by saying, yo, give me the room to speak. That's insanity. It's insanity. It don't make sense. I don't be doing nothing to you at all. You come over here and you try to regulate. You be the one trying to sun me. And that never ain't gonna happen. Not ever. You don't sun me in real life and you're not gonna be sunning me in YouTube. No more, bro. I don't care what you say. I don't care how you feel about it. I've been trying to talk to you. I'm trying to talk to you and reason with you, but you don't even want to take reasoning. You are literally talking over me, literally disrespecting me on my own channel. You're telling me that I can't say, hold on, bro. You're literally telling me that I can't set the course on my own channel, bro. That is not okay. We're men. We're men, brother. We're men. We're men. You cannot regulate another man's channel. You cannot regulate another man's house. This is like you coming into my house trying to regulate my house, and I'm not having it. I love you, bro. You're my brother. I'm not having it. Go ahead, brother. Go ahead, Imran.
Wow. So this is probably going to throw the conversation way back because I actually jumped in here whenever you guys were referring to basically it sounded like it was a lot of content creators channels being judged. I know Anton name came up in it about, and the sister was going on about certain people that live a certain lifestyle when it came to Christianity or pretty much believers. And what I want to say is that I know a lot of people do know Bible wise, and I think when we get into YouTube, And when we think about different people doing different things and who we may want to critique, whatever, everybody kind of knows that situation where the woman was caught in adultery in the Bible and Jesus was with her alone and they were getting ready to stone her. And Jesus said, "You that without sin cast the first stone," right? Everybody knows that story. So people focus on that part right there where he says, "You that don't have nothing wrong basically with you, if you perfect, then throw the first stone." And nobody threw one. But the important part came afterwards when Jesus was along with the woman who was caught in adultery. He asked her pretty much in today's terms, he asked her, "Where are your haters? Where are your accusers?" And she's like, "I don't see them." And the Savior right there at the point, the one who actually had the right to judge that woman, he said, "I don't condemn you either. Just go and don't do it again." So what I'm saying therefore is that it's a lot of things that we can do on these YouTube channels as far as looking at people's videos and what we consider to be the standard. But if we making the standard as believers as to who we should be putting our standard after, and that's following after Christ in his ways, then we ourselves as men should be measuring our own selves up to that standard in which he lived versus somebody trying to say, "Hey, as a content creator, Ty, as this in your community, you should be." No, it should be. I have the mindset of I should be measuring myself up to where I see myself according to his standard, not another man coming in and telling me where I should be, because all of us got some work to do. And then the other thing I just want to throw in there real quick, and this is just like a type of constructive criticism that I think all of us can benefit from, is that, okay, and this is no, I mean, I'm just gonna tell you like it is I can't exactly pinpoint how you said it, but I'm gonna just paraphrase a little bit. Whenever you said, "I got this and that going on, but I'm working on it." So I want to encourage you is that the best way that you're going to be able to work on it is being put in that situation. That's the best way. Like if you feel like, "Hey, when I get into these situations, I'm about to, but I'm working on it." So all I'm saying is that there's no better way to work on it than to be put in that situation and have that part of you tested in order for you to overcome it. I mute.
No, shout out to that. Shout out to that. Well, listen, and Big Bad Bull, listen, Big Bad Bull, I respect your opinion and you're entitled to see it how you want to see it, right? And some people may agree with you, and then some people may see it the way I see it. Like at the end of the day, when Angry Man was talking, I was 100% quiet and I let him speak. I was 100% quiet and I let him speak. I didn't interrupt him not one time. Would y'all disagree with that?
No, you let him speak.
Right. So when it came time for me to speak and he started interrupting me, instead of, first of all, what he did was he daggone diminished my feelings off the top. I don't know if y'all caught that. As soon as he started talking, he invalidated the way I felt. Am I wrong about that, MRM? I can't hear you if you're talking, MRM. You're muted if you're talking, MRM.
I think he's talking to his side.
Oh, okay.
He double muted. MRM, you muted on StreamYard and you muted on your mic.
You muted, MRM. I didn't mute you. You muted.
Can y'all hear me now?
Yeah. We can hear you, bro. You just muted yourself again, MRM. You muted yourself again. MRM. Okay, go ahead. I don't know when Will comes off mute, you come off mute. Go ahead, MRM. I don't know what's going on.
Can y'all hear me now?
Yeah.
We can hear you. Go ahead.
Okay, we got a little bit of a delay. Okay, what happened now? I forgot. I'm sorry.
No, it's okay. What I said was from the very beginning, when I was speaking, Angry Man invalidated my feelings and invalidated the way I was seeing things from the door, right? And he said when he was speaking, he started talking about how basically my feelings were not valid, right? He said, no, that's not what it is. It's like this, and this. But really, he was talking about how I felt. And so instead of hearing me and let me speak about my feelings and how I saw it, because he spoke about how he saw it, how he felt, he didn't hear me all the way out. Would you disagree with that?
Honestly, and this is just, how I am, real talk between you and AM, because of how good of friends y'all are. Based on how I seen you two operate with each other, I see two brothers going at it. And honestly, based off of how I see y'all operate with each other again, I don't think that might have been his intentions to do that because of how y'all battle with each other. But I can understand completely how you would see that if you're trying to get it off and then you get cut off. It's almost like saying what you're saying easy right now don't matter because I'm cutting you off. I understand how you can see that, but at the same time, I can also because y'all are so close. I can see how he may not have intentionally meant it that way.
Right. And I can't speak to his intention, nor will I. I'm not saying that he did it intentionally. What I'm saying is what actually happened. I was talking, and when he was talking, I was 100% quiet. Even fell back and muted my mic, so I did not interject or interrupt him. I let him get it all the way out. Then when I began to speak, he began immediately to talk over me. So like at the end of the day, it's highly inaccurate that I mistreat Angry Man when he comes over here on a consistent basis. No. Angry Man comes over here with a lot of energy, which is cool, and he comes over here with the rah-rah. Now, again, he knows me, and he knows that, I'm gonna give him back the same energy. I'm not, you know what I'm saying? And then he says, I'm trying to sun him. That don't make sense. It don't make sense. How am I trying to sun him? Someone explain that to me.
Hey, look, I can explain it for you. Okay. Check this out. How far away is New York is?
From where?
Like, how far away is New York?
From where I am right now, or from
where? How far away is New York?
Probably 15 hours.
15 hours. All right. MRM, how far away is New York?
Yeah, it's definitely gonna be 20-some plus hours.
All right. So look, how y'all got different numbers for that? It's a matter of perspective. From where you seeing it, it looked like this. From where he's seeing it, it looked like that. But this what I will say. Y'all knowing each other and all things being equal, men being men, you know what I mean? I think y'all both overreacted. But this is good content, so please continue.
No, but I didn't. If you knew the dynamics of their relationship, to be quite honest with you, on a scale,
believe me, I know the dynamics of their relationship.
No, I'm just saying, I don't know. I don't know how if you was on this one particular panel, which I'm not gonna go back to, but just
you
to
don't remember me. I'm how to man. I know I look a bit different with the braids and shit.
What?
And the glasses.
What?
Yeah,
dude, I have no idea who you are.
Yeah.
Get out of town, man.
Yeah, man.
Dude,
yeah, last time you seen me, I had waves.
That's why when you made a comment to me, I just kind of like, oh yeah, okay, I don't know who this dude, what he talking about, but okay.
And my friend was about to say, look, man, I don't know who you think you are, but
he made the comment at first, like, oh, I ain't seen you in the coon, man. I'm like, who is this? Dang, okay, whoever this is, bro, my bad, man. I didn't know who you was.
Nah, man, it's all gravy, man. It's nice to see you again, man.
Yeah, likewise, man. Yeah, I hope everything going well with you and all that stuff you just had with the surgical stuff. But yeah, I was gonna say that from what I've seen with Izzy and AM on the fights that they've gotten into, I put this actually like on a scale of 6 because I seen one that was like a 9.78. So I mean, y'all always bounce back, man. I know y'all gonna talk behind the scenes and everything and get it together. The thing that I like to say in regards to this, though, you know how it is where, well, let's just say if you know of a family member, it can be anybody you think of, and they got into it with their girlfriend, their boyfriend, or something like that, and they come and tell you all that. You take on that burden a little bit, get a little mad, then you see that they make up, and then you still left with, oh no, I'm still pissed off at how they treated my boy or my girl or da-da-da-da-da. So that's why I like to say to a lot of people that might be in the chat right now is that no matter what, you guys can be left with trying to pick sides of, I can't stand AM or I can't stand Izzy, but at the end of the day, Izzy and AM gonna come back and be cool again. So y'all be good on that part right now.
You know how that goes.
Izzy and AM good, and they start talking again. Somebody gonna be still holding on to that, and they're gonna jump right in the chat. Oh, he done brought his light skin A over here again. Oh, Izzy done brought his glass wearing butt over here again.
Nobody has to take a side. I want to be clear. I don't want nobody to take a side. I'm not trying to take shots at AM and you know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, and it's not a play. This is real. But I don't know why he feel the way he feel. I'm gonna be honest. I do know why I feel the way I feel. You know what I'm saying? And that's all I could speak to. But you know what I'm saying? Like at the end of the day, he's still my brother. I got nothing but love for him. But I'm just I'm tired of giving people the impression that I'm soft or that they could come and try me. Cause people don't try me in real life, right? People don't try me in real life. So you know what I'm saying? Like I gotta let people understand that, listen, it might not be something that you want to do, like for real, because yet people may get the impression because of how Angry Man talk and act sometimes towards me that I'm like somebody to play with, and I'm really not anybody to play with like that. So I just implore y'all to understand that, listen, we brothers, we've been brothers for a minute. Hey, listen, it is what it is. Like what you seen is real, but I'm not going no more. I'm not going.
Ian, let me ask you something real question. Do you feel like some people be trying to hold you because of how you and Angry Man friendship is?
What do you mean by that
Like
exactly?
I noticed how you and Angry Man friendship is. That's cool. That's fine. You get what I'm saying? Like if he was to ever say something down bad to you, I wouldn't trip because I know y'all know each other personally. Do you feel like other people take that and be like, "Oh, Angry Man, son it is," or some shit like that? Like me, that's how I feel personally.
But listen, I don't look at it about what anybody else says or how anybody else feels. I look at it how I look at it and how I feel about it. Angry Man is my brother. I don't got nothing against him. I just don't like or feeling like I'm being disrespected the same way any other man doesn't like feeling like they're being disrespected.
True.
I mean, honestly,
That's hold on real quick. Give me 1 second. That's what it boils down to. Feeling, and it seems like he feels like he's being disrespected, and I definitely feel like I'm being disrespected, right?
Yes,
You
sir.
got you got to look at it like this. Each of our channels is like our house. We're in our house, right? And so like AM has his people watching him and stuff. I got family, my people be watching me, right? My kids, my people, ladies that like me be watching me, man. And if I let
Yeah.
and if I let another, regardless, right? If I let another man overtake me, overdo me, they're like, you didn't do that to Angry Man. Then I got all kinds of issues in my
Yeah, you
house.
gotta whoop a nigga in the deli and shit. I know.
Then I got all types of issues.
Yo,
So
check this out. Yo, check this out. Can y'all hear me? I don't know because I might
we
have
can
broke
Yeah,
hear
we
you.
hear
something.
you.
We can
Yeah,
hear
we
you.
Yeah,
can
we
hear
can
you.
hear you.
I'm gonna say this. I'm gonna say this one time only. You over here, niggas in the chat room, still talking crazy about me.
Wait,
You talking
give me one
about
second.
you talking about how people don't try you in real life, and when you talking like that, you making it seem like I fall in that category, like I'm some kind of punk.
I disagree, Angry Man.
Wait, hold on,
Ain't nobody talking to you. Ain't
Ashton,
nobody
hold on,
Okay, my
talking to
bad.
you.
hold on, Ashton.
My bad, Angry
Ain't
Man.
nobody
My fault.
Hold
talking
on,
to you.
hold on, real
You're
quick,
right.
Ashton.
You're
Let
right.
me drop you down for a second, Ashton. I'm gonna drop you down for 1 second, Ashton. AM. I'm not, first of all, part of the issue is you keep trying to hold me accountable to what the chat is saying. It's over, even though I don't announce it, it's over 300 people, well, 244 people right now in the chat. At one time, it was 300 and something people in the chat. It's MRM's chat and it's my chat and it's going. So I am not paying attention to the chat at all. I haven't even read my super chats or my cash apps. And shout out to y'all. I apologize. I'm gonna get to y'all in a second. So please, number one, please stop trying to hold me accountable to what the chat is saying. That's number one. The second thing is, I absolutely am not trying to say that you're a punk. What I'm absolutely saying is I'm not. And so, with that being said, when you come over here, I don't think that you understand, right? When you come over here, the way that you come over here, I am not trying to sun you. However, it does have an appearance like you are trying to overguard on me. And again, people, my kids is watching, my mom is watching, my aunties is watching, my cousins is watching, and ladies that like me are watching. And they know for a fact how I am, and they know I don't let nobody just treat me any type of way. So when I allow you to come over here and treat me a certain type of way, it make me, people that love me, look at me a certain type of way and definitely disrespect me. So it's not like think that they could get away with the disrespect, not to mention people that don't really know me. So all I'm asking for is the same respect that you ask for. I'm not trying to regulate you. I'm regulating my show. It's a show. I'm regulating my panel.
We passed all of that. We passed all of that. Same way you got people watching your show, I got people watching my show. The same way you expect to maintain your reputation and be respected, I expect to maintain my reputation and be respected. I don't think you're a punk. I never said you was a punk. I don't try you like a punk. When I feel disrespected, I express it the same way that you do. When I feel that you're talking crazy to me, I tell you the same way that you do. This ain't about me thinking you a punk. I know you ain't no punk. But that shit don't matter to me. It don't matter to me that you ain't a punk. It don't matter to me that you are capable of fighting. Because I'm capable of all of that shit too. It don't make no difference to me. My entire point of what I was saying before you dropped me and I destroyed the majority of the shit in this fucking tent, and I give you your $5. You were talking to me like I'm a little boy. Don't nobody talk to me like I'm a little boy. Is nobody. You ain't never talked to me like I was a little boy. You ever talked to me like I was a little boy in real life? Is
No. Do you
have I ever talked to you? Have I talked to you like you was a little boy in real life?
No, not until you got on these panels. On these panels, you asked.
I wasn't talking
real quick, brother.
I
You
wasn't
asked me.
talking to you. I
You
wasn't
asked me.
talking to
Hold
you.
on, real quick. You asked me a question. Allow me to. You asked me a question. Allow me to answer you, family, please, if you don't mind. You asked me a question. Allow me the room to answer you. From your perspective, you wasn't talking to me like a little boy. On these panels, on my show, I absolutely 1,000% believe that you talk to me like you think I'm a little boy, or like you think that you run me, or you think that you're my superior. I 1,000% believe that. I'm telling you how I feel. I'm not telling you what you did. I'm not telling you what you said. I'm telling you how I feel. You tell me how you feel, and I respect it. Please respect how I feel. I 1,000% feel like, and I'm using the words intentionally, that you treat me on the panel. Because no, in real life, you don't. We go back and forth, we argue, but there's a line that we don't cross with each other. On this YouTube, I 1,000% think that you've crossed that line multiple times. I'm listening to you.
I didn't cross any lines. I didn't try to cross any lines. You can say how you feel all day long, and that's cool. But I can tell you exactly what my intentions are. I know what my intentions are. And I ain't try to cross no lines with you. And the thing that you just did a few minutes ago, I ain't deserve that. I ain't deserve that.
So when you were talking, I was quiet 1,000%. I even muted myself and fell back so I could totally hear what you were saying. When you got finished, I unmuted myself and I was talking. As soon as I started talking, you started talking over me. I asked you, I asked you to bear with me and to allow me to finish my statement. You would not allow me to finish my statement. Like I'm telling you, again, I 1,000% feel, and I'm using feel intentionally, like you bogart me over here. I appreciate you being over here. I like you being over here when you're not trying to bogart me and trying to. It's like it's weird because you don't treat me like that in real life. We are equals in real life. We are partners in real life, friends in real life. We hang out in real life. So I don't understand the energy that is brought on YouTube. I don't get it, bro. And it's disturbing to me, to say the least.
This is what I'm gonna do for the sake of our friendship. Because I meant what I said when I called you. I meant what I said. I'm not gonna say it here because then you'll be perceiving that as me trying to do something. I'm not gonna say it here.
We grown men, brother.
I meant what I said, bro.
I hear you, but you be by yourself. I hear you. That's not wise.
Because you don't want to see it. You don't want to see it. But the very thing that you're accusing me of, you do when I come over here. You talk to me as if I am a subordinate. You do. And your audience can agree with you. Everybody can agree with you. I don't come over here to try to embarrass you in front of your family. I know a lot of your family. Got nothing but love and respect for them. And you know this. So I'm not doing that. That ain't even my MO. But I genuinely feel, and I'm using the word feel, because there was an occasion where you crossed the line with me. And because of the circumstances, I say, you know what? I'm going to let that go. I ain't even going to trip about it. And I honestly feel that because I didn't go the route that I was going to go, you think that you can come at me like this. This is how I genuinely feel. This is not me trying to stir up old shit. This is just me being real.
Okay. So
and I honestly feel that just maybe the only way it's gonna get resolved is one way.
It's not. So we warriors, bro. It ain't. I'm a grown man. I ain't fighting with nobody.
And I'm grown too.
But that's so. Hold on, real quick, because I listen to you. What I'm saying to you is, bro, I need for you to tell me the case that you're talking about in the back, because not in the back chat, but on the phone. Hit me up. Tell me the case that you're talking about in on the phone, so I can look at it and see what you're talking about. Because to be honest, on the top of my head, I don't know the instance that you're speaking of. Secondly, bro, there is no fighting as a grown man, bro. There's no fight. It's no, because I'm not gonna let you beat me, and because I'm not gonna let you beat me, it's no winning it for you or for me. So I love you too much. I love your family too much. I love the people attached to you too much. I love your girl too much, her family too much to ever do that with you. So I would rather us just go our separate ways and just call it what it is than to be sitting here trying to fight, because I ain't gonna fight you. You know what I'm saying? And I ain't gonna let you hurt me. So at the end of the day, hold on real quick, Ashton.
Okay. I was just trying to ask a question. I wasn't trying to cut you off.
Ashton, I'm about to drop you down, bro. And it's no offense, because you
yeah, I understand.
Yeah, let me just go ahead and drop you down. Shout out to you, Ashton. So appreciate you being. So with that being said, bro, like you know what I'm saying? It's unfortunate, but if you tell me and let me know the instance that you're talking about, we can address that and try to fix that. If I can make amends for that, I'll be and I see what it is. I'll be willing to make amends for that. But like all that other stuff, that ain't prudent or wise. You know what I'm saying? That ain't prudent or wise, bro. Too many people attached, too many people intertwined. It don't make sense. It don't make sense, bro. We ain't 12, we ain't 10, we ain't 9. We grown men, bro. So I don't know the instance that you're talking about. So if you could let me know in the back, I'll look at it and but ignorant, you trying to gas some stuff up. So I tell you what, ignorant, you meet me where you want to meet me at, ignorant, and I'll take it out on you. Since you think I'm scared, you meet me where you want to meet me at, and I'll take it out on you. I'm not scared of anything. My heart don't pump no Kool-Aid, bro. I'm not afraid of a damn thing.
And for the record, to any dudes in the chat that want to run their mouth, I don't think is afraid of me by no stretch of the imagination. This ain't got nothing to do with that. Y'all gotta see. Here's the thing: everything ain't some internet shit. Y'all always running y'all mouth in the damn chat room like y'all think y'all know everything. Everything ain't internet shit. Everything ain't internet shit. He feel like I disrespected him as a man. I definitely feel like he disrespected me as a man. And two grown men that come from the backgrounds we come from, you can't just be disrespecting each other. Now, I can't control how you feel is. So if me coming over here makes you feel like I'm trying to boss up on you, or I'm trying to freaking flex or whatever, or engage in subscriber supremacy or whatever, bro, I just won't come over here.
Nah, I didn't say that. So you're more than welcome. No, you're more than welcome to come up here.
I'm just letting you know. I'm just letting you know. Because I don't view you as somebody that I don't got respect for. I don't.
I got you. But can you possibly just for a second, can you take yourself out of yourself for a second, and can you imagine from the outside looking in how it possibly could look like you extremely disrespect me, or you may have little to no respect for me? Can you look outside yourself and see how that might look? So it's not. I love you coming over here. I have no problem. I appreciate it, right? But I don't. You know what I'm saying? The whole trying to come at me stuff, it gets a little hairy. It gets really hairy.
If that's the case, then it's the same way in the opposite direction. If that's the case, it's the same way. There's been times I've been over here on your panel and you said some stuff to me, and my wife literally looked at me like seriously. So it ain't just if you feel like that's what I'm on, or you feel like that's how it's perceived, it ain't just perceived that way in one direction, bro. Maybe we talking shit and we just going too far. But it ain't all on me. It ain't all on me, bro.
That's fair. I never implicated that it's all on you. That's fair. I don't think that's one-sided. At the same time, I do think that there has to be a little bit more understanding, a little bit more room, because again, I think that you don't really see the dynamic when you add the internet to it, and then you add who you are on the internet versus me being a newbie and just coming here. It gets a little different, right? Because you and I know that we're on equal footing. We know that, you know what I'm saying? And I don't feel a type of way about that, right? I know, you know, and you know, I know. So it ain't no thing between us. At the same time, when you're saying certain things and you're saying like you wouldn't allow nobody to come over there to your channel and tell you how to run your channel. You wouldn't allow it, bro. And you know it, and I know it. And everybody know it. You wouldn't allow them to do it. But because you're my homie, but because of who you are on the internet, it's like I'm supposed to allow you to come over here and run my channel. And that's crazy.
I never try to run your channel, bro. The only thing
would y'all like a second opinion from somebody that rock with both of y'all?
The only thing I ever addressed was how you came at me. That's it. It ain't got nothing to do with your rules. When I say stuff, if I say the F-bomb, I pay it. Even though I think it's unfair that you come to my channel and say the F-bomb, I still pay it. So it ain't like I don't respect your rules. The only problem is when your rules put me in a position to where I gotta be your son. I'm not going for that. You ain't going for that.
Which rule is that? Which rule do I have?
When you trying to shut everybody up and you gotta check them in the moment instead of just being like, hold on for a second. I know you want to interject. Give me a second. You're like, yo, stop talking over me and da da da. Like, yo, the energy you be coming with the same way you just sat there and said, the same way you just sat there and said that Cell was coming with a certain type of energy. You be coming with a certain type of energy too. Your energy is aggressive too, bro. Your energy is overbearing too. And you know, and the difference is with me, I've seen you be aggressive before. So I know what your aggression looked like. I know what it looked like. And when you doing that on here, I know you're being aggressive. So you're coming with that energy and you're expecting nobody to match that energy just because it's your channel. That ain't right. That ain't right, bro.
I hear you. Now, the way I see it is I see it as I have to, like I said, I get put in a fight or flight situation because you've said it yourself and you know this about me. I don't start trouble with anybody. I'm not a bully. I don't bother people. So if I feel like I'm being jumped, if I feel like I'm being aggressed upon, it's a natural progression because it puts me in a fight or flight situation because I've been in that situation so many times. Like, I've been in that situation. I come from that. So I am ready to fight. I am ready to pop off. I am ready to, and I have to fight myself to calm that down.
And
but that's what I'm saying.
And you know that it take a lot for somebody to get me to the point of being aggressive, like generally getting into that mode. I may talk shit, I may run my mouth, but that's a normal mode for me. Talking shit is a normal mode for me. That's not me. That's not me being aggressive, even though people online think that's me being aggressive. That's just me being me. You know, it take a lot for me to finally get to the point where I'm ready to be aggressive. I don't snap as quick as you do. I'll try to hear it out. I'll try to listen to whatever. And like I said, words is what it is. It don't bother me as much as somebody, physically getting at me. But with you, it's different because we know each other. We know each other. We know we've known each other too damn long. And it's like, bro, don't run your channel, but don't try to freaking embarrass me, bro.
So that wasn't my intention. That wasn't my intention at all. So let me say that to you. That's not my intention at all to embarrass you. It's not my intention at all. So LJ, not even a little bit. Go ahead.
LJ, now might be the time where you can chime in. Now that they both stop talking.
You said what, G?
Now maybe they both stop talking. Now you might want to chime in.
Hey man, I think you might have been looking at this kind of wrong, I think you kind of got an idea over the years I done known you and the years y'all done known each other, what kind of modes is get into. And I think it's like a conscious decision on your choice to kind of get him to do what you see the right thing is, right? And then on his part, I think you be misinterpreting real life from how the internet works, bro. Like, I'm gonna show you. The only control or the only thing AM can control over here is his voice, right? He can't silence people in the chat or clean up the chat the way he see fit. He can't get you to not read super chats when he don't want you to, or to read them when he do want you to. The only thing he can control is his mouth over here, right? So being somebody that's his friend, but somebody who's also been able to build the platform by being associated with him, I think you do him the decency of like allowing him to exercise that thing, so long as it's not to the point that it gets your channel taken down. So what if y'all got to argue back and forth and talk over each other, bro? It's the internet. That's the only thing he got on the internet is his voice. You get what I'm saying?
No, because at the end of the day, I don't get what you're saying, because at the end of the day, if I at that point where he's in his argument and he's in his bag and I don't agree with him, then it is going to escalate more. And again, Angry Man is already established online. I'm just getting here. So I cannot silence my voice for anybody, because then I won't have a voice on the internet.
I don't think you're really missing the getting what I'm trying to tell you, G.
I hear what you're saying. I just don't agree with you. I understand.
Nah,
I
I don't
understand.
think you even got like what I was trying to say, because you argued something different, G. I'm not saying he's silencing you. I'm saying like the perspective you looking at it from is one that doesn't really exist. Like this fear of somehow getting quashed on YouTube or this somehow affecting your bag. What I'm telling you would actually add to your bag, G, but you're not seeing it.
No, but listen, again, I don't care about a bag if I don't feel respected, bro. I'll be honest with you. Like, that don't mean nothing to me. Like, if it comes to a bag or respect, give me my respect, because I got, you know what I'm saying, I'm a man at the end of the day that got to operate within the world, right? I got
How is he
children. I got
disrespecting
stuff.
you though?
Fam, really? Like, I got to explain it to you? You don't see
Don't
No,
how it
matter.
I
is
didn't
disrespectful?
heard exactly what you had to say, bro. But what you're not getting is the disrespect that you're perceiving isn't there, bro. He didn't call you out your name. He didn't curse you out, any of that. I get that you don't like to be talked over, but that's a don't like. That's not a I'm disrespecting you type thing, because
No,
this
no,
is
no.
the
It is.
internet.
No,
Context
no,
matters.
but
This is
no.
the
So
internet.
okay, so the context is this: if I am quiet while one man is talking, but another, as soon as first of all, when he was talking about his feelings, I acknowledged his feelings. Right? When I talked about my feelings, the first thing that he did was to dismantle my feelings and to nullify my feelings and say, that doesn't matter. That's not what it is. It's like this. So that automatically is disrespectful, right? But then secondly, for me to allow a person to speak and get their full thought out, but then when I'm trying to express my thought, for them to immediately jump on me and not allow me to complete my thought is extremely disrespectful as well.
I
Just as
don't think you're
disrespectful.
getting it, G. Like,
No,
so, like, look, here on the
no,
internet is here on
no.
the internet, a common respect that we as men on the internet pay to each other is I'm gonna pay AM the decency to at least yell back and forth with him and not mute him or drop him down. That's what I'm trying to tell you. That's internet common courtesy. I get that that's not a thing in the regular world, but here on the internet, that's a form of respect. Am I missing the bill on that one, Daryl? Angry man, anyone?
Listen,
What
I get that.
here's the thing, right? So I heard what you said about your feelings. I'm not trying to invalidate how you feel. What I'm trying to express is that I can't control how you feel. That can't how you feel about or how you feel or how you perceive what I'm doing. That can only be my fault to a degree. If I come over here and my intention is not to disrespect you, or I feel as if I'm not disrespecting you, but you feel that I am disrespecting you, how am I supposed to square that?
So the way that you square it is to listen to what I'm saying, and then when you hear what I'm saying, to be able to make room for how I feel and to operate in a way that validates how I feel. The same way I have to do the same thing on your platform, right? There's certain allowances that I have to make like for instance, let me give you a real example. When you say correct me if I'm wrong, right? And if I think that I know something different, I realize that when you say that, you're just saying that you don't really want people to correct you when you're wrong, because you feel it makes you feel a type of way, like people are trying to tell you that you don't know what you're talking about. So if you notice, for a very long time, I have not typed. If you say correct me when I'm wrong, I don't type anything in your chat. I don't say anything. I don't try to correct you. I don't try, because I learned that on online, that comes off a certain type of way. It comes off as argumentative. It comes off as like contrary. It comes off as if someone's trying to undermine your points. And so because I realized that that's kind of the way it's looked at, I don't do it anymore. And that's just strictly out of respect for you. So that's just one example of something that I've changed, that I know that was kind of bothering you and getting under your skin, so that I could make allowance for you and for our friendship, just for the record.
I don't even understand what that is, because when I say correct me if I'm wrong, that's not an actual, that's rhetorical.
I didn't take it that way initially. I didn't realize that there was
like
being rhetorical.
That's rhetorical. Like, that's not me saying, you know, that's like me saying something that I know to be right. It's almost like saying, tell me when I'm lying, or something like that. In other words, it's me confirming that I know what I'm talking about. That's how I use that. That's not a literal correct me because I could possibly be wrong. Because whenever I say something and there's a possibility that I'm wrong, I never say correct me if I'm wrong. I say I could be wrong.
Right. So that's what I'm saying. I did not know that initially, but I discovered that. And out of that discovery, I made an adjustment.
Okay, cool. You made the adjustment. But the thing about that is, there was never a moment where I said, correct me if I'm wrong. You took it literal and corrected me, and then I took it as disrespect.
It has been several
When?
moments. In the very beginning of when I first was coming around to your channel, and before I really had a channel, and you said, correct me if I'm wrong, such and such, such and such, there's been several occasions where I put in what I knew to be the right answer. And then you got, you felt the way about that. You felt like I was always telling you, you don't know what you're talking about.
That's not, when I say you think I don't know what I'm talking about, or people always think I don't know what I'm talking about, that's not me feeling disrespected. I don't view that as disrespect. Disrespect really? I don't. I may feel some type of way about it, and I may want to debate whatever the point was, but I don't take that as disrespect. For me, disrespect is if we're talking or whatever, and you're like, yo, shut the F up. Or, yo, don't be talking while I'm talking. Like, to me, that's disrespect. You feel what I'm saying?
Wait. So to tell somebody don't talk when I'm talking is disrespectful. I didn't know that. Why is that disrespectful to you, for someone to tell you, if they're trying to talk, for them to say, yo, don't be talking while I'm talking? Why is that disrespectful to you? I don't take that as disrespect.
Because if you're having a conversation and you're making points or whatever, right? And I'm trying to interject to address something that you're saying in the moment, and you're telling me, yo, man, stop talking while I'm talking or whatever. To me, that's disrespect, because I'm not attacking you. I'm trying to add to the conversation. I'm trying to get in the conversation so that I can address what you're saying in that moment. Because if I don't address what you're saying in that moment, by the time you finish, I won't even remember what I was going to ask you. And so because I wasn't able to ask you a clarifying question or interject in that moment, by the time you get finished and we continue on with the discussion, I don't have the understanding of what you're saying. So how can I engage in the conversation, especially if it's a debate? How can I actually be able to provide anything valuable to the conversation if I don't have a full understanding of what you're saying? Do you get what I'm saying?
I mean, I get what you're saying. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, I understand totally what you're saying.
Because if you say if you say to a person, you know, it's like the way I think about it, when a person's like, yo, ain't nobody gonna be talking while I'm talking, that's a person that feels that they're up here, like you're the king and everybody has to be silent when you talk. To me, that's disrespect if we're all peers, if we're all at an equal level. You feel
But
me?
it's
If
not.
we're
But
Go
yeah,
ahead.
but in a person's house, if they say, "Yo, don't," if they say, "Yo, don't jump on my couch," that's not them saying that they're the king. Is just saying that they're in their house and they have certain rules in their house. It's not them trying to sun you or trying to put you beneath them. It's just them saying, "Hey, look, when I'm talking, let me rock." Like, you know what I'm saying? It's kind of like how Tu was saying. I thought it was supposed to be YouTube etiquette, like on a person's panel, that they get the mic if they're trying to talk. You let the host speak, as they say.
Okay. All right. So your correlation is your YouTube channel, people should respect you the same way they would respect you in your house.
Yes,
Okay.
absolutely.
So so that's understood. However, you got to think about this as well. When people come over to my YouTube channel, I actually let everybody talk more than I do. So I'm not saying you got to do that. But what I'm saying is that's my point of view and my perspective. So when somebody comes to my channel and I'm allowing people to talk or whatever, I feel like I'm being gracious. I feel like I'm being a good host. And so I guess when I'm on somebody else's channel, I guess I'm expecting the same thing.
But
And I could be wrong for that.
no,
But
no, I believe I give you the loudest mic. I believe that I give you the most airtime. I believe that I give deference to you. Now, would you disagree with that, Daryl? Just yes or no, if you don't mind. Would you disagree that I give Angry Man deference and the loudest mic and the most airtime?
Comparatively,
Comparatively.
maybe, yeah. I mean, for the most part, I want to say yeah, right. But at the same time, that'll go against me feeling like you fair with everybody. That you know what I'm saying, you treat everybody, for the most part the same. For the most part, like our Renaissance man, he's a big person too in this space, like Anger Man. So I feel like you would give him the same deference. Earlier, when Will came up and he wanted to speak, you kind of gave him the same respect. You get what I'm saying?
I think
yeah,
I'm respectful, but overall, I think I give Angry Man. Like, I'll tell someone made a couple of jokes about it, but I'll tell everybody else, yo, Angry Man trying to speak. Angry Man trying to speak. Let Angry Man finish. Let Angry Man rock. Y'all chill out. I do that a lot,
but
and there'll be
I've
sometimes
seen it
where
done better, is what I'm
and
saying.
now and there's sometimes where I fall back in a conversation and Angry Man would just be going back and forth with some people. Like they'll be just going back and forth with the people, and I'll fall all the way back out the conversation, even if I have something to say. So I've
But
done
you
that
would
multiple.
interject, right? So let me, Angry Man, and I'm gonna go back on mute after this. But I remember when, rest in peace to Kevin. I remember when Kevin was alive, and for the most
Kevin
part, they
died.
was neck and neck subscribers, right, and support. And I
You
felt
talking about
like
Kevin Cole.
when Kevin came on the panel, everybody was silent. Nobody even interrupt. You feel
yeah.
me? And I kind of feel like, in my opinion, based on what I saw, you kind of was deserving of the same respect and wasn't getting it for whatever reason.
Yeah, but see, here's the thing, Daryl, and I appreciate you bringing that up. It's funny because I don't really expect that. Even though I have seen that done for certain YouTubers, I'm not saying is do that, but I have seen people do that on panels. The thing is, you may feel like you give me more leeway, but I really don't view it that way. I feel like you're fair and balanced with everybody on the show. Now, do you say to people a lot, yo, Angry Man was trying to get in? Yeah, but that's because a lot of times people will keep talking when I try to interject. Like, I'll be trying to interject and I'm not gonna keep trying to fight to interject. Like, so I'll try to interject and somebody else will start talking and I'll fall back. And then you'll see me fall back and then you'll be like, yo, hold on for a second. Angry Man was trying to get in. And I do appreciate that. But I don't take that as me getting preference. I take that as you being a moderator and seeing that I was trying to interject and somebody talked over me. That's how I view that. So I don't.
There's sometimes where people are trying to talk before you, and I'll hear you trying to talk a little after them, and I'll be like, yo, y'all let Angry Man rock. There's sometimes I do that too. I do that a lot, to be honest with you.
I got an idea for you, is.
So what's that, sir? What's that?
I think when you argue with Angry Man or y'all about to have a back and forth, you need to pass the wrench to somebody. Somebody needs to moderate for y'all to be able to speak our piece. And, not to get they shit off, just the Angry Man, you go. All right, hold on, is. All right, AM, hold on, is, you go. Somebody need to do that for y'all whenever y'all back and forth and over here. I think you need to find somebody trustworthy to do that.
That might be a little difficult. I get it if they was on somebody else's channel, right? But on his own channel, though, or even on AM's own channel, that kind of might. I mean, men are in their own territory, so that might be a little different. You know what I mean?
I feel like he could trust Will to do something like that. Will be around most times they're around.
Well, no, what's gonna happen? What's gonna happen is this. What's gonna happen is I'm either gonna not come over here as much to avoid the issue until we can reestablish the ideological boundaries so that we're not disrespecting each other. And I'm just gonna make the adjustment, whatever the adjustment needs to be, because if it keeps going this way, it's gonna go somewhere it don't need to go. It's gonna go somewhere it don't need to go. Because I know you and I know me. And we know each other in real life. We not just on the internet. And if I feel some type of way and you feel some type of way, it's gonna come to a head. And it don't need to go there.
I think one of the things that is going on right now too, that people might not even see this in this perspective, which I'm talking about the people in the chat as well, even on the panel, is that what you get to see right here is a display of love, legit love, because there's no way y'all two would be offended at anything if y'all did not really love each other. And I use that as one of my phrases all the time. I say nobody can offend me except those that I love. Like, if I don't know you or love you, got a strong relationship with you, there's no way in the world you could offend me, or even honestly, I can't even get no disrespect from someone that I don't love. It just rolls off. But like friends, families, things like that, those are the only people that can offend me. So to see this unfold on the internet, I know a lot of people get like a bad perspective of it, but when I see something like this happen, the great thing that I like to see is like what I like to see within relationships. And it's the same thing like within my marriage. People used to say, yeah, I don't know if y'all should do this in front of y'all kids. No, me and my wife, we're going to argue and battle out in front of our kids. You want to know why? Because they're going to need to see conflict resolution as well, because they're going to need to do that within themselves. So even on the panel, or even with the people within the chat, we don't know what's going on inside these people's homes. We don't know if they really good friends with their boys, and they might be going at it. Y'all might not even know that based off what y'all just did tonight. It might be some people watching in the chat like, you know what, I met it with my guy and we ain't spoken in 2 weeks. So if Iz and AM can sit there and go at each other's throat like this, worse than what me and my guy is, then I can at least call my boy and be like, bro, it ain't even that serious, man, because I just seen these two dudes duke it out on the internet, cutting each other off, and they still was able to bring it back down and have conflict resolution. And honestly, that's one of the most beautiful things I love to see amongst us black men is the conflict resolution, just like this.
Because we both went to civilized university. You know what I'm saying? we are able. We are able.
You got a degree in?
I got a degree in civilization. Yes, I do. You didn't know that? AM got the same degree.
I mean a real degree. You got a real degree?
In advanced civilization and communication. Yes.
That's not even. That's not
crazy,
even,
man.
Don't listen to him.
For the School of Hard Knocks. Yes.
Oh man, this man here, man. Get out of here.
I read that book. I read that book, How to Lose Friends and Piss Off People, but I threw that away. I threw that book.
My God, man.
I keep that act sharp. I don't mind. That's why nobody in my family will ever be on my channel. Because I'm not about to let, because I know how I am, I'm not about to let how that shit try to overthrow. Because I know how people treated me in my life. And that's why a lot of people feel the way they do about me. Because my thing is just like, I'd rather cut you off than I have to come do something to you. You see what I'm saying? I'm not everybody can be violent in their own nature, but my thing is like sometimes it's just not, it's easier for me to just get away from you. You see what I'm saying? I'm not about to go through all of that. I'm prime example, me and Duro, we ain't friends, we ain't cool, but at the end of the day, I seen where it was going, and where it was going, it didn't need to be there. Hey man, it's best for me to separate myself from that. Because I know that man, he didn't got married, he didn't got kids. Now I'm married, he didn't live his life, I'm living my life. Some things just ain't worth it, man. Never met the nigga in real life, but at the end of the day, it just boils down to it's just like, nah, I know where this shit can go. This shit can go to hell and hot water. And then on top of that, you got the people who spectating it. They're the ones that's driving it up. They're the ones that's adding fuel to the fire. They don't want to see solutions. They want to see bullshit. That's all they want to see.
Yeah, no doubt. I try my best not to feed into the chat. And I can't tell, I haven't been through what Angry Man or Tommy Sotomayor has been through and how they, I don't know how they perceive it. I haven't been here that long, so the chat don't really bother me that much. If people in the chat talk shit to me, I'm gonna talk shit back to them. It's kind of fun for me sometimes. So I don't really view that in the same way that AM views it, but I do wish that AM will realize that I don't have but so much. It's like, especially when the numbers get high, I don't want to alienate and ostracize people from coming and saying their opinion and having channel growth either. So it's kind of like a fine line balance that I haven't really necessarily been able to find yet. You know what I'm saying? I don't need an echo chamber. I don't need people to agree with me. I don't need, and this is not a shot at nobody. This is me saying me. I'm not talking about anybody else. I'm just saying I don't have an issue with operating around people that don't agree, as long as they do it in a respectful way, as long as they ain't, doxing me or like screaming at me, yelling at me, or trying to aggress upon me. You can say what you want to say.
You may not realize this. Like right now, according to Reese's Cup, I'm your biggest hater.
Yeah, you can't listen to Reese. Look, she also said this: Izzy and I stay disagree. And Reese talk junk to me every day. That's what I'm saying. I don't pay Reese no mind for real, because Reese just doing that.
But here's the thing, man. You talk about my channel size and the amount of influence that I might have or don't have or whatever. What you don't realize is that when you have been around for a while and you have a name, you have a big ass target on you. Everybody, there's way more people that want to find a reason to dislike you than actually like you. And that's part of the reason why when y'all going in on the Anton stuff, I'm like, y'all chill out, because I know what that feels like. And right now, at the level you're at the moment, you may not feel like it, but this is where you get the most love.
Mm-hmm.
Is at this level. This is where you get the most love because this is your core, this is your core fan base, your core subscribers. You know, this is what I used to call back in the day the faithful few. So this is where they're going to show you the most love. And as you grow and as your channel gets bigger, you just get more and more people disliking for no reason. More and more people want to talk crazy about you. It's this thing with us where we only like people that we feel are at our level. If we feel like somebody is getting higher or getting above, it's like we got to figure out a way to tear them down. And you may not view it that way, but me just being honest, it kind of hurts when it's like if I was a freaking movie star and everybody, let's say I was like Mike, you know, the dude that played Mike on Why Did I Get Married?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
The amount of hate he gets, you know, they be up there like, shut up, Mike. You made Sheila drive up that mountain. Like they still be doing that to him when he posts stuff. They put it in the chat room and stuff. They be talking crazy about him, right? What it feels like is he go through that, yeah, but then he go over to his man's house and his people in the house saying the same thing. You feel what I'm saying? So like when I come over here, like I know everywhere I go on YouTube, I'm gonna get a tremendous amount of hate, tremendous amount of pushback, tremendous amount of people talking crazy to me in the chat room, all of that. But then I come over to my man's channel, and it's almost like I guess I foolishly expected not to have to deal with it over here. But when I come over here, it's the same thing. It's the same thing. And it's like,
and I can't see, one of my rules is no anger man slander. I can't see everything you see and I can't see everything in the chat, but one of my definite rules is no AM slander. Now this is the thing though, right? And I don't think you realize this. I don't get all the love at this point. I probably, unfortunately, because you are my friend, I get the hate that you get too, bro. I get by default, I'm not as much, but I get the hate that you get. And then when we go back and forth, guess what? The people that love you, I get the hate from them too. So I don't have the benefit because we're attached to each other. I don't have the benefit of this honeymoon phase that you're talking about. I've almost been doctored in without the benefit of being doctored in, right? So meaning I got a certain level of eyes and a certain level of cachet because I'm cool with you. However, I don't get the necessary the monetary benefit or the clout, quote unquote, clout benefit, but I definitely get the hate benefit on both sides of the fence. I get it coming and I get it going because your haters, a lot of them are my haters too, but your supporters are some of my hate, a lot of my haters too, because how they perceive how you and I go back and forth at times. So I understand how you see it and how you feel, and that's why I was telling you a lot of times you don't see it, must not see it, but I get a lot of people talking cash, crazy shit to me in your chat, whether we go back and forth or not.
no, like respectfully, you don't you don't see it. The thing that I'm talking about, you don't see it. And I get why you don't see it. But the thing I'm talking about, you don't see it because, bro, at the subscriber level that you're at, I didn't make the kind of money you making, bro. I didn't. I didn't make the kind of money you making. I did not have the type of visibility you had. I didn't have any of that, bro.
I mean, that's fair.
I didn't have any of that. So, and I'm not saying that to try to, you know, I'm not saying that to try to anything. I'm just saying you may not see it because that's your only experience. But I'm looking at your experience and I can tell you definitely you're in a better position than I was when I was at that level. You definitely are. Like you may not see it, but you are, right? And the other thing that you may not see is, even though you do get backlash or whatever for being cool with me or whatever, right? I'm telling you right now, the amount of love that you get right now, I'm telling you, bro, it's you don't see it, fam. Like your core fan base right now at this level is way more engaged with you than my core base was at that level. And part of the reason is because you started out as a live streamer. You didn't start out as a pre-recorded guy. Like, I was on YouTube for like over a year before I even started live streaming, because it wasn't a thing. You feel me? So the way you come over here and you have the Ismailite nation or whatever, at that time I didn't really have that at all. It just wasn't a thing. What I had was other content creators. You feel me? That's what I had. I had alliances with other content creators, which we know how that went. You feel what I'm saying? So I'm just saying, you think that certain things is a knock against you or is hindering you. I'm telling you, from the outside looking in, it's really not. It's really not hindering you. And if I thought for 1 second that I was doing something that was hindering you, I'd stop. But I'm not. I'm not doing anything to hinder you.
No doubt. Shout out to my man Jerome's in the house. Jerome's in the house. Watch your mouth. Thank you for the 20. They squabbling out here now. Yeah. Shout out to Mind Chaos Brew. Thank you, sis. Sell in advance, because she know her husband was about to say some words. And for sale, shout out to Mind Chaos Brew. Be streaming. Thank you very much, bro. Criticism isn't judging. No one is above critique. Shout out to that. Be streaming said, thank you for the $5. Be streaming. Now this Izzy house. You can't big dog another man's house and be violating. He can have a opinion and disagree, but he be on some Debo-ish. Now that's my man Be streaming opinion. Shout out to mama. Shout out to mama. Didn't the king gods have multiple wives? Okay, shout out to that. Shout out to mama. Yeah, but you can't have another man's wife as your wife. I mean, just in all fairness, you can't have another man's wife as your wife. I'm just saying that's against the rules. It's called adultery. But anyway, mama,
or pimping.